So everybody breathing in, breathing out, expanding your consciousness. Today is such a beautiful and exciting day because Thoth is waiting by the side to come in to be our teacher. So I want you to send love to everybody on your left, receiving love on your right. And when you're sending love to the people on your left, because we're not here physically, wherever you see on your screen that's on your left, sending love to them and receiving love on your right. And as we expand the circle of love, we want to include people who is not with us here tonight, but people who you love, people who you think of, people who you have great feelings for. But don't forget to include people that you may have some trespasses with. Continue to send them love, receiving love in your right, expanding outside of the room that you're in, expanding outside of Earth to the galaxy, sending love. And now we send love on our right, receiving love on the left. Similarly, including all the folks who you love, your friends and those who couldn't join us tonight. Continue expanding it into a beautiful vortex of love, expanding it outside of Earth to the galaxy, to space, and we're going to send them into the multi-dimensions and the multi-galaxies that we all exist together. I invite all the sentient beings, and I thank Thoth and his friends for joining us tonight. I now declare the circle open. Beautiful. I can see that the channelers are getting ready tonight, and I can see that they are ready in their moment. So I just want all of us to imagine that you are now walking through Metatron Cube. I'm not too sure if all of you know what Metatron Cube is. I should have prepared earlier. So let me try and find a Metatron Cube really quickly, because it's important that to sync everybody's energy, I want to ensure that your energies are ready, because Thoth did say that because each of us are coming in at a different level of understanding, we have different level of awareness. So to ensure that each and every one of us have our energy synchronized, he wants us to walk through the Metatron Cube, okay? So I'm not too sure if you can, oops, my screen is so not clear. Can you see this? This is the Metatron Cube, okay? Put yourself in there and we're going to walk through it. So you can start from the beginning of the circle, walking through it, and then you're going to enter the violet ray grid. The violet ray grid is where I am going to put you in. Just imagine to be a pyramid. So as above and so below. So which means that there is a pyramid in the right side up, and then there's a pyramid in the opposite direction. Okay, so that's going to be the violet ray grid I'm going to put you in. Okay, so closing your eyes, we're all going to walk through the Metatron Cube. Ready? As we walk through Metatron Cube, increase your vibration. Kasharan kita sukutuhur dan kita saya da yimirda. Arda kashkutumior da tior da ningata sasahir. As we walk through the Metatron Cube, knowing that our energy vibration are going to be in sync with everybody, we are going to enter the violet ray cube, the violet ray pyramid. Breathing in, breathing out, knowing that you're safe, knowing that you are here because you're called to be here. Beautiful. So to make it relevant to all of you, I'm going to invite one of the channelers to bring forth to let us know, each and every one of you, which of you have actually gone through a past life in Egypt. Puva, could I ask of you to bring in the guardian or the sentient being who could share with us, for those souls on screen, which of them have actually gone through life in Egypt?
Maybe.
What was she in Egypt?
Maybelline was in charge of chariots.
Beautiful. Who is here with us? Oh, hi, Thoth. Thank you for being here early. Who else is here that's from Egypt? Sorry, we had a bit of a disturbance. Sorry, Puva needs to get back into the moment. Giving her time, giving her space.
Yes, Thoth needs
Thoth has left?
intro song.
That's right. Crystal, are you ready? Can I just get a thumbs up that y'all could hear her loud and clear? You can't hear. Could I trouble you to increase your volume?
Hello, can you hear me?
Good. Yes, they can hear you now. Who is speaking? Hi, Thoth. How would you like to run for today's lesson on ancient civilization?
I'd like to give a little talk first.
Please do. We're all ears.
Some of you might remember, some of you might not, though it is not important whether once you were in Egypt or not. There is a connection that brought you here tonight. Why Egypt first? It's because it started there. We were all on a mission, like you are all on a mission in your life today. There is much to learn from the past, but it is meant to learn. That is all. Not to judge or anything like that. Take whatever that resonates with you. Egypt, as you know, was a successful civilization because everyone was at the same frequency. Love and care and understanding and peace. Everyone had roles to play, and they know their roles and how each one helps each other and build each other up. It is a civilization that many want to be part of, and therefore many was. And some of you were there to experience that. The longing for things to go together or working together to collaborate. If that resonates with you, that you enjoy working with others to create something bigger than yourself, that is what Egypt was. So, what I want to say is to continue that with what you are doing right now. You might be an individual, but when you come together as a collective, it is strong. You help each other to grow. Some might understand more than others. That is okay. Do not judge yourself. More will be revealed when you open your mind and your heart. I wish to share as well the other time when people are always curious on how to connect, where to connect. Do I need to go to the pyramid to connect? No. It's only intention that is required, no matter where you are. If you have the intention to connect with the source, to receive the purest of pure light, knowledge, wisdom, it is your intention.
Thoth, can I trouble you to speak a bit louder? They can't really hear you very clearly. Can we get Crystal to adjust the lapel?
Can you hear me?
Yep, they can hear you. Good. Thank you.
She doesn't have a loud voice. I am trying to project it. Is it better?
Yes, much better.
Okay. So, what I want to say is that we can learn. Egypt was an experiment, like how you are right now. It is all an experiment. You are here to experiment life. Now, this is not your first life on Earth. Definitely not. All of you have many lives. 4. But what you decided this time is to be a collective of energy working time to change host.
Puva?
Thoth has said, opening out to the light and having an intention brings you closer to your true nature.
Can you hear her? They can't hear you. Here, take this one. Yes. 2 seconds, technical issue. Can you hear me now? Can you hear her?
I'm going to tell you the image I got now. I'm not channeling right now, but what happened before I got interrupted was I actually saw Isis. So and what she brought was just the brilliance and the beauty of each and every one of you in this room actually brought Isis out. So as much as what we spoke about collective energy, all our collective energy today made me experience the energy of Isis. And I think it'll be great if all of us experienced her energy for today, and I think that is, I'm going to channel and try and make all of us achieve that state of meditation where we connect to Isis. So, but before that, I just want to make sure that
Is it clearer now?
yeah, I don't want to lose my and be brought back.
Yeah.
So I just want to be sure. Is this better? You can hear me well?
Can you hear me as well? Better? Okay, great. Then we keep it as that.
We start with the intention to connect with the pure light, the intention to connect with Isis. I would like you to think and start with the middle of your brains, right in the center. Feel it opening up. Take a moment and sense that space in that middle of your skull, which is right behind the middle of your forehead. Feel it. When you first feel the external, it's going to feel hard. But massage it with your thoughts, massage it to bring you back into your memories, massage it until you are at the core, where the softness, you connect to the softness of your own beauty. Let the cerebral thoughts go away. Feel it. Feel it from your heart. As we open up, you will see beautiful flashes of golden, purple, turquoise lights lighting up. Take a breath in, breath out. Enjoy this moment as you start exploding.
Thank you, Isis. We will now bring Thoth.
Thank you, Isis. Always so much of love from you. As I echo what she said and what I said earlier, how strong collective energy is. And all of you, whether you like it or know it, are all connected. So your thoughts and your feelings is important to be aware. Your intention is also important. What you seek in this world, what you want to achieve in this world, it is your intention of it. So I talk a little bit about history. Everyone in Egypt started with the right, good, right intention. All started the same. Like if you are in a race, all of you at the starting point, you start the same. Equal, fair. And then you run your race. This race you call life. What is important is the process, the journey, what you experience. It is all to learn, to grow. No judgment. Now for Egypt, everyone started the same. They journey, but some decided to help others, some didn't. And then you see, the race was not ended the same. Over time, this will cause a distortion over a long time. And then you can say the project ended. Now, I am not here to judge if it's good or bad. As I say, it's an experiment. Same with your life today. Take it like an experiment. You are trying, you're learning. That is all. No need to judge yourself. There is no right, no wrong. But the key is, as I say, when you hold each other's hands, you're stronger. You feel supported. That is what humanity needs. Love and support from each other. That is lacking. And that is what I wish that you remember today. All of you are bright lights, very bright. All of you have gifts to give. All of you have love to give. The question is, are you or are you holding back? Is there any questions?
We can open for questions if you have any. You can type it in the chat as well if you don't want to speak.
How do we know if we're holding back?
How do we know if we're holding back?
You do not feel free. You feel worried. You have fear. Do you feel free? The one who asks.
No.
It's like a bird. Imagine. The bird needs 2 of its wings to fly. How far can it fly, or how high can it fly if it only opens one wing? So you ask yourself, are you opening both your wings or only one or none?
Any other questions?
How do we know if we're moving in the right direction?
How do we know if we're moving in the right direction?
How do you know if you're moving in the wrong direction? Is there a direction? Your intention is important. What is your intention? What do you want? Are you loving yourself? Are you loving humanity? Are you giving everything that you have to make yourself happy and free, like a bird? You know you are right or feels right when there's no fear, only freedom.
Thoth, was there anything good in Egypt that we could learn from?
Yes. As I said, everyone help each other. No matter how big, how small, there's no ranks or levels. Yes, we have responsibilities. We have roles, but everyone is equal. When someone thinks he is better than another, that is when problems arise within the person. You are all equals. Everyone is equal. Do not judge your neighbors. Do not judge yourself. So, in Egypt, everyone cares for each other and help each other. The ones who knows a bit more, the wiser, connecting with the source to gain wisdom, we share the wisdom with the people so that they understand.
Thank you, Thoth.
May I ask a question?
Is there something else with the question?
May I ask a question?
Yes, please go ahead, Tess.
Okay. All right. So, what's the life purpose of us coming here? Do we choose to come here for a particular purpose, a reason, or are we being assigned to do something? And is our destiny being decided from day one?
So Tess has a question. What is the purpose of coming for truth for this life? Was it pre-assigned? Was it a mission? Was it something by choice? Or was there a purpose?
Everyone that comes here chose to come here. No one is ever forced. So yes, you chose to come. You had a choice. Of course, if you choose to come, there is a reason. You have to find the reason. But don't need to think so hard, as I said. It is like a big experiment, an experience, that is all. There is no right or wrong. Follow your heart. Follow your intention. If your intention is in love, with love, you will know it is right. You will feel it is right. Humans always need to feel or be told if what they do is right or wrong. But no one should tell you that but yourself. No one knows your life but yourself.
So, if I may add to Tess' question, I think she feels that she may have been assigned to this life. Why do some people feel that way?
Assign is a hard word to use. Perhaps encouraged. Yes, we do encourage when we are being asked before we come. People's souls will ask, should I not? And we encourage, but we never make decisions for them. That is not right, and that is not the way. You will decide yourself when you decide to come. We cannot push you or force you to come to Earth or any other planet for the matter. So yes, you have decided. But if you feel not sure, then you need to ask your true self, your inner self. That is all. No one is forced against their will, if that is the question.
Hope that clarifies for you, Tess. Anybody else with any questions? So, Thoth, I was going to ask you about the times in Egypt where everybody appears to be a lot more spiritual than what we are doing today. How did we lose that connection to source and to spirit?
Yes, there were many like-minded, light workers, you call it. Many. But some decide to take things in their own hands. And they decide because of human fear or greed or power that has caused the fall. So one can poison another and another and another. It's the same if one can love, it also goes to another and another. So there was that power struggle, you can say. So humans, as I say, it's important not to think you are better than another. When one judges, that is where these frequencies, let me call it negative frequencies, will start to come. Or I would say frequencies that is not similar to the light. And then there is distortion. And when there are a lot of distortion collectively, it also can create something unpleasant.
Can I check with you, Thoth? Was Egypt technologically advanced or more spiritually advanced?
We are both very technologically advanced. Technology first, then spiritual, I would say. But there were many, like Isis and myself, that were doing our part. But we were an intelligent civilization at the time. Like how you are all now, a very intelligent civilization. But sometimes when we use, or humans use, too much of their mind, it affects their heart. So what is important is to connect the heart and the mind as one, like one straight line that is balanced, not one more than the other, a balance.
Is there a meditation that we can do to balance the heart and mind?
It is your intention. Start with your intention. Yes, you can meditate. Have the intention to connect the heart and the mind as one and connect it with source, to source.
Which two souls?
The source, the light source, the one source.
Tom, I just want to check if your channeler, the vessel, is okay. Do we need to swap?
She's getting tired.
We will swap out. We'll bring in one of your friends. Good luck. Get ready.
Now, this is a live example of how the same intelligence is traveling between all of us in this room. We all can speak the same language, which is what is happening now. The word is one. The intelligence is one. I can speak through Crystal. I can speak through Teresa, and I can speak through Huva, because our intention is pure. And it's the same to continue with the answer. How do we calibrate? How did our civilization work together? We spoke the truth with the same intention. The intention was to elevate everyone. There was no one to be left behind.
So, Tom, could I just check? When you and Isis came, who else came with you all?
We had our boatman. to recognize that who was here?
Who was here?
Who is here in the circle? He says, the boatman who brought all of you when you departed from Egypt.
I met him before.
And yes, he came first to say that this message is going to be well received from everyone here because each one of you departed from Egypt.
Could you just do something fun and let Andrea or Priya or Tess know what life did they lead in Egypt?
Yes, I will, because it will help them to speak the truth as well. Because you once belonged to this civilization. The smell of the Egyptian sand, it is still. You could smell it. You could smell it if you really dig deep. You could smell Egypt within you. Andrea,
So
you could. Andrea. Sorry.
So who was Andrea in Egypt?
Andrea. Andrea was a princess.
Was she the princess that found Moses?
She was a princess that helped with the Red Sea partition.
That's a very big role she played. Did she find Moses? She's Moses' stepmother?
Yes. We have a Tessa. Tessa. You were a seamstress. You worked with jewels and you dressed the royalty. And so, in this life, you must enjoy fine silk, embroidery, pearls, jewels, and stones. Do you still enjoy the texture of those materials?
She doesn't
Not so much.
Not so much.
No, in this life, does she enjoy?
No.
She does not enjoy feeling nice materials.
Silk,
Mm.
linen,
I'm not really particular about,
just not fussy.
yeah.
Mhm. Do you like beads,
Stones.
stones?
Not really.
Do you like any of these?
I don't wear any jewelry.
No. If you don't like any of these, you might want to reconnect with them.
But I was given many stones and crystals lately over the last 2 years. I don't know why.
And
Yeah, people keep giving me different kind of stones.
we have Chungsun.
What's Chongsun?
Chungsun, are you ready to hear this?
I guess
You have
for
the
any
lineage of King Thoth.
He is King Tut.
Yes.
King Tut.
Tutankhamun. Yes.
Tutankhamun.
Yes.
He's the young boy, King Tutankhamun, who
Yes.
died very young.
Yes.
King Tutankhamun was buried in the King's Valley.
Yes.
I don't think he's ready to hear that.
And we have Priya. Priya was a lawmaker. She was a scribe. And she was highly regarded as a wise person.
So everybody was born in a different time of Egypt.
But each one of you have been there.
I know Violet Ray was there, being the sister of Isis.
Now the question is, what do you do with this knowledge? What do you do with this knowledge that you know that you have been part of the civilization that was once well advanced, the technology? And you know now you have this imprint of this gift. Discover more. As you dig deep into who you were, you'll find fragments of truth that will resonate with you now, that will make you feel more connected to the cause of your current life. That will make you find new path in your present life. You would come to a full circle if you dig deep into this revelation that has been given to you. Like we just said, they were all equals. Every job was viewed with the same amount of reverence. There's no shame at whatever job was being assigned to us. We just did everything with pride. The pride that we know at that present moment, whatever we are doing was the best. Take forth that same energy you had and use it now. Truly believe that you're living the life of your dream right now. Take pride in whatever role you are playing right now, because that's how we lived in ancient Egypt. The slave took pride in what he did. The scribe took pride in what he did. No one was higher or lower, but we did everything with great pride and love.
Thank you, Thoth. Do we need to take a short break now?
If you have any questions, we'll take that.
Do you have any questions before we'll take a short break? Any questions for Priya? Everybody soon. trying to grapple with the new information of who you are in Egypt. Okay, we'll take a short break. We'll come back here after 8 minutes. 8 minutes. A short break. Also, you can pause the recording. So who wants to bring that talk to talk about your past life?
Who's past life?
Your past life, Puva's past life, Marit's past life, my husband's past life, my past life. Okay, ready? Get into the moment, please. It's coming back. Force. Stay ready.
Yes.
So the channelists are wondering about their own past life. Who was Crystal in Egypt?
She was one of those that lit the oil in the temples.
Which temple?
Karnak temple.
You think that?
Yes, she has as well in this life.
And her daughter?
Ah, the daughter. She was one of the priests, priestess.
In which temple?
The same. No, Isis temple.
Female.
Yes. She has a close connection with Isis.
And what about Puva?
Puva, she was a dancer. Sing and dance. She was very good.
We have one more student in the class called Marit, and she's not able to join us. Was she also connected in Egypt?
Yes. I see her carrying water from the well. She was a mother. Mother.
So everybody's back from the break. What other lessons would you like us to learn from Egypt today?
I have a question. Do you prefer if I talk, or if you have burning questions for me to answer. I feel many have questions, and I do not wish perhaps to talk so much, but being misunderstood. What do you prefer?
The class, let us know. What would you prefer? Do you have questions, or do you prefer Thor to continue not Thor, Thoth to continue talking? Thor is his friend, and he did talk about bringing Thor back for class as well. But you guys have to decide. If you all have burning questions for him, we can address that. Thoth. Yes.
Yes.
Madeline, do you have a question for Thoth?
But did someone else speak?
No.
Oh, okay. I actually want to know, what does the boatman have to say?
Oh, the boatman is very fun.
Yeah.
Actually, Thoth, is it okay to bring the boatman here?
Yes, of course.
Okay. We're going to bring the boatman on. The boatman was very fun when the last time I talked to the boatman, because he told me about there are 72 different soul groups. And the boatman is responsible for sending the soul groups to where they need to be. Crystal, let me know when the boatman is here.
Hello.
Hi, are you the boatman?
Yes.
We met before.
This host imagines me wearing a hat. Doesn't matter. Yes. How may I help?
Well, the last time I met you, you came to teach about the soul group. Do you remember?
What about the soul group? Would you like to know?
Well, you told me that the soul group is related to the 72 virtues, and I couldn't find that information. So just for fun, for the people who are in class today, will you share with them which soul group they belong to?
Soul groups. Whether they are same soul group, is that your question?
Could be, or also what soul group are they from?
I cannot say what soul group they are from. But some of you might be in the same soul group, some not. Now, the soul group is like family and extended family and extended family, relatives, we can say. So sometimes if you feel a stronger connection with another, there is a possibility you are in the same soul group. Now, why is that important though, to know?
So that we know that we are living in accordance and in alignment to what our soul has decided to do.
Okay. Yes, when you are in the same soul group, you are meant to help each other even more. There is a misconception that if you're in the soul group, means like only a parent and a child, for example. But it can extend beyond. It can be a teacher and a student. It can be a boss and the staff. Whatever relationship it is, there is a learning, a giving, and a receiving. Give and receive. Learn from each other. Sometimes what you like to say, an enemy or someone you do not like or get along, that person can also be in your soul group. Does that answer your question?
I was thinking what you mentioned sound like soul family rather than soul group.
Yes, a small group is also a family. And then there is the bigger group. Families or group, same to me.
So can you explain when you were the boatman that brought Isis and Thoth to Egypt, who else did you bring?
Many others as well. Why do you want to know?
Well, because we're learning about the ancient civilization and the formation of that civilization. Because Thoth said that ancient civilization Egypt was an experiment. So who volunteered for the experiment and what was the objective of the experiment?
Yes, many volunteered for that experiment. The objective is just to understand, experience, that is all.
What
Different
sort of
roles.
experience?
Well, today, someone might be a princess. Next time, they might choose to be a servant. So, different roles to play, that is all. I don't ask them why they choose this or that, although I am familiar with their energy. So I am just a boatman, that's all.
You always say that to me, that he's just a boatman. So, can you share, as a boatman, what is your role?
My role is to bring the souls where they are meant to go. Not one meant to go, but also one to go, of course.
Do they wait for you in the bus stop, or where do they wait for you?
I'm a boatman. So it is shaped like a boat.
Yes, but where does the soul wait for you to get on the boat?
There are different locations. So we go there energetically and I bring them. They follow. There's no place, you say, like a stop. Yes, there is some stops, but it cannot be explained in human terms. They just know where to wait and when to wait. There is a timing, so-called.
And what happened if they miss the timing?
Then they miss the boat. I don't wait. We are all on schedule. We cannot wait for those who are slower. But usually, I try not to miss anybody. No one should be left behind.
Is there a consequence for somebody to miss your boat?
Just a delay, that is all.
And we send them to the destination. Are they meant to be reborn? Or what is the destination meant to be?
The next destination is their next experience. Yes, you can say, like, reborn.
And so Tess had the question, if she chose not to come to Earth to experience life, what others is waiting for her?
If she do not wish to come to Earth, she doesn't have to. She just stays where she is. Then I don't take her anywhere.
Do you need to be paid?
Paid? No. What is paid? I just do my job. That is my job and my role.
Thank you. You've been very insightful.
You're welcome.
Was Thoth to bring any of his friends to come? Cuba? Is Thoth bringing any of his friends forward?
Isis is here.
I thought so. Hi, Isis.
Hello. I wish to give a blessing to everyone here.
Thank you, Isis.
The fragrance of love. I wish to give that and gift it to all of you beautiful, beautiful souls.
Smell it.
Yes,
Can you all smell it? The beautiful scent
yes.
of love.
Very good, Violet Ray.
Thank you, Isis. Do you have other messages to bring to us about the ancient civilization, Egypt?
Well, I can share. What was successful about Egypt is this thing you call the feminine energy. It is beautiful, nurturing, like a mother's love for her child, or the father's love for a child. So it is important that you radiate your light by just simply smiling at yourself every morning. So we have a ritual that we do When we wake up, we inhale the fragrance that I have gifted to you. Smell the sweet smell of the lotus, the blue lotus, essence, or imagine it. And you do that, you are filled with this fragrance of love to give to yourself and to all those around you. That's why women play a very strong, important role in ancient Egypt. As I can see, there are many women here tonight. Now, that doesn't mean the men cannot play a role as well. Feminine is just an energy. It's not male or female. Don't be mistaken. It just means or feels a sense of love, nurturing kind of love. Now, all of you are capable of that, and even more so after tonight. As what was shared earlier, whatever you learn today about yourself, what are you going to do about it after this? How will you use it? Remember, you are all love and born of love, from love and capable of love.
Thank you, Isis. Could you share a bit more the roles of the female in Egypt?
We are decision makers. We are the financiers. We are the ones that anoint the oils in the temples. We are the one that carries water to our family. We play many, you can say, important roles. We are the voice of the people as well, and justice to the ones who cannot speak for themselves. That's why we are always very reverent there. That's what is depicted in your history. It is true.
In the history, it says that the kings are gods and the women play a subservient role in Egypt.
No. Every woman is seen as important because she can bear children. It's a gift. How else can society grow? It cannot grow by itself. So we all play an important part. However, we do not seek power. We do not need recognition. We know our roles and we take pride in the things that is given to us and we play them. There is no comparison. Is who is more important than the other. We know what we need to do. We know our responsibilities. And we do it out of love.
Thank you. Could you share about the healing practices in Egypt during the ancient times?
Yes, that is one of our gifts. Healing. What would you like to know about the healing? How we do it?
Yes.
All starts with intention. When we wish to heal another, there is an intention, a pure intention. And there is a connection to source, to light. And through that connection, we call in the light and the angels or the gods and goddesses or myself to heal.
In the modality that was being used in Egypt, was it through herbs? Is it through energy? Is it through sound? Is it through crystals? Is it through smell? What was used?
Yes, there's all those, but those are not the healing properties. They are supporting instruments. Like if a surgeon is doing surgery on a patient, he needs tools, right? But who is healing? Those are all tools. Whether it's the light or the object that's in his hands, those are tools. So sound and frequency, they will help, they are tools. Smell helps to calm the human mind and body. Relaxation, because it is important if someone is to be healed, they are in a state of calmness and one. They have to be in the frequency. And we need to be in a certain frequency to help them. So whether sound, smell, crystals are supporting tools to help.
Where was the healing done? Is it in a hospital or is it in a temple?
It is in rooms in the temple.
Are people specially trained to be healers?
Yes. Not everyone, but people are trained. Whoever wishes to learn can learn. We do not forbid anyone because everyone plays a different role. So those who wish to be in the healers, we will teach. But everyone knows that if they wish to heal themselves, they also can. If it's a mild thing, to just connect with source. And we do that collectively.
How long is or are the people trained to be a healer?
It is a lifelong training. You never learn everything in a day. It's a lifetime. The desire is always to be better each time, to improve each time. There's no stopping in learning.
Thank you, Isis. Do you all have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. Not sure how to phrase it, but like, then learning all this, what does the feminine energy need today? You know, learning all this about the past. Yeah.
So with this ancient civilization class that we are conducting, Isis, and here we are talking about the feminine energy. What is it that we need for us to bring back the feminine energy in the world that we live in today?
Feminine energy is connected to the lower part of your human body. Grounding yourself is important. Sacral chakra, that's important. So, earth is important. Feminine energy grows stronger when there's love inside of you.
Is there a lot of feminine energy here on Earth now? Do we need to bring that back?
There is not enough. You do need to bring back a lot more of this feminine energy.
So there is some level of awakening through Tantra teaching, embracing of our sexuality teachings. Are these one of the ways to bring back the feminine energy?
It is an activation, that is all. Yes, you need to remember. But it is just an activation. However, still, feminine energy is really something that is within you, drawing out from love, as I said. So, yes, if there is an act of it, is it out of love or out of fear? If it's out of fear, then the energy is distorted. But if done in love, that is pure.
Could I have a deeper understanding of sexuality and the healing that sexuality brings to us?
Yes, human beings have this privilege for sexual relationships. It is a connection that you will feel between two. Now, I say the intention is important. Why are you doing this act of sexual intercourse? It is to love, to give love, to receive love, or is it for something else? The act in itself is pure because it creates energy, strong energy. Now, but it needs to be, as I said, with the right intention and the purest of heart. And then the energy that's created is beautiful. A gift that two people give to each other. But many do it out of fear or obligation. That is not the way it was meant to be.
Thank you for clarifying that. So, as you mentioned earlier, with the sexual energy, when two comes together, there's very powerful energy. And some people been talking about using sex for magic and creating of manifestation and other healing. What do you think about using that modality for manifestation and healing?
Healing for whom?
For themselves and their partners.
Now, I say the intention is important. It is meant to do as an act of true loving, giving the love energy. True that, if that intention is pure, healing can happen now. But if the intention is only to do the act, to heal, that is different. Do you see?
What about manifestation through sex?
What is the intention of the manifestation? What is the outcome that this person wishes to achieve? It is a strong energy, yes. But what energy do they want to create? That is the question. You can create an energy, but how strong it is will depend on the intention. It is not meant to be used as a weapon against anybody. That is important to note. It is not a weapon to be used to hurt or control another. That is not the way.
Thank you for that reminder. Does that help, Andrea?
Yeah, I actually understand what she's driving. She is driving it. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Maybelline.
Must the intention be mutual? What if one of the partners hopes to achieve healing for themselves or the partner? Does the other partner have to have the same intention, or can the intention of one partner to heal be sufficient for both to achieve healing?
So the question from Maybelline, Isis, is when they're creating this energy of intention, does it need to be two parties or one will suffice?
Now, two is better than one, of course.
That's your answer, Maybelline. Any other questions?
It is time for the host to have a rest.
Yes, I can see that. Thank you, Isis. Thank you, Crystal. Kuba, are you ready? Kuba having a lot of fun.
As we bid Isis farewell for tonight, Thoth is back.
Hi, Thoth.
Hello. Hello, and as we have just been understanding the intelligence behind that civilization, the point that I want to drive home, the most important thing in ancient civilization was the quality and how we use language to create that abundance. Abundance is within all of you here, within everyone in Egypt. We developed this immense feeling of abundance, and that is where you can operate with pride and confidence. And that happens also when you keep connecting to the source.
Give us some example when you say using words and language to create abundance.
Do you visualize gold? The reason why we are here tonight is to talk about Egypt and how you can use that civilization to enhance your current experience on Earth. So one visualization that you can use to create that abundance is to imagine the pyramids. And we ask, why do these pyramids exist, continue to exist? Why do we have pictures of beautiful sunsets reflecting against that pyramids? We left that behind for humankind to imagine what immense abundance would look like. That is the color of abundance. That is the symbol of abundance. The steps that you see in a pyramid is the steps that you take as you Go up and imagine the pinnacle of your individual goal. That one-pointed focus is your one-pointed energy field as you take a step every time you're getting closer to every goal that you have visualized through the pyramid. Now, this is one of the most important teaching that Thoth has come to say, because our topic today was creating abundance with language. And I think with the use of our current human language, which is English right now, we have helped, or both Isis and I have helped to help you understand that everything comes together. Isis gave you fragrance. I'm giving you visualization. Visualization for abundance. I would want everybody here to make sure to understand what I am saying now. Do they all understand what they have to visualize?
Yes.
Have you seen, all of you, have you seen the picture of pyramids in the background of a sunset or a sunrise?
Yes.
Have you seen the steps to a pyramid?
Yes.
Have you seen the guardians of a pyramid?
No. Who's the guardian of the pyramids?
The guardians of the pyramids are two mythical creatures. As much as you would think they're guarding, think of them as your doubts and your ego. Each time you decide to climb the stairs, leave them behind. Have no doubt. Have no ego. As you climb that stairs and imagine reaching every possible earthly goal that you have set yourself up with. I will not talk about what goals you will set, because there's not stopping. There's no stop to what you can do. It is anything you aspire to do, anything you have set your mind to do, anything that has been done with pure intention that is aligned to the source. And all of you here can do that visualization. And you know what? You have to share with us. Each time a dream comes true, think of us.
Many are interested in manifesting a partner. Can they use this method to manifest?
Is that a true desire? Yes. Now, what are you going to put on the tip of the ice beautiful bag? That's the question. Do not put an image, put a quality. Put in a couple of qualities that you are looking for. And have no expectations. And as I've just said, what do you leave behind?
Ego
Yes.
and doubt.
Yes. If you leave your ego behind, what kind of partner are you going to envision? That is your job to do. Leave your ego behind and envision a partner where you leave your ego behind. What would that partner look like? What would you wish for a partner? How would you treat that partner when your ego is not playing a part? And yes, you would then manifest the most beautiful partner you would have on this planet when your ego does not interfere with your partnership.
Could you share what does an egoic partnership look like?
Where I'm trying to say it in a very easy way. or say it as succinctly as possible. Where there's no predator-prey relationship. Does it make it clear?
Predator and prey.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it even easier where you can't hold someone hostage. You can't hold, because do not use your vulnerability to entrap a partner. That is one of the most terrible things that people don't tell you. Does it make sense to you?
It does.
Because that is still ego. You think you're being vulnerable. No. Your ego is actually just doing the opposite, where you try to keep someone under your control by being vulnerable. Does it make sense?
Yes, to the class. Yes. Any questions to clarify what Thoth has just said?
Is it like an imbalance of power, like a power play?
Is this like a power play?
Yes, just remember you're seeking a partner and you're not begging a partner. You're not begging for a partner. You want equal.
And
You
how
want
do-
someone to love. You want someone to respect. You do not want to bind them. You do not want to
Manipulate? Control?
yeah. And in both ways. You can pretend to be vulnerable or you can be powerful. Most people only see powerful people manipulating a relationship, but the reverse could also happen because you put yourself as someone who is the seeker of wanting the most perfect relationship. Oh, am I not so pathetic here? I'm such a poor thing.
Thoth, you're very animated when it comes to describing relationship. Were you experienced?
Me? I'm duality. My partner is within me. That is why I know it is important to treat someone and not to have your ego. If you had someone living within you, and of course, there are many of us who slash ourselves inside too. But if you had someone, now I can't say the word treat your neighbor as you would, because sometimes a lot of us treat ourselves badly. Do you see where I get this dilemma from? Because not every one of us right now are treating ourselves with loving kindness. When you don't treat yourself with loving kindness, how are you going to treat your partner with loving kindness?
There's so much wisdom. Does the class get it? Thumbs up? Yeah. I've given you thumbs up, Thoth, for your lesson.
You know, when I started speaking about the pyramid, you spoke about relationships. I never once thought that someone is going to ask me, can I manifest a relationship?
What did you think they were going to ask?
Because in our civilization, relationships were easy. I didn't know that it's something that you guys are working so hard for.
Yes, they're working very hard for a desirable and equal partner. A question from Priya for you is, can she manifest multiple desires with one pyramid meditation?
Yeah, of course. Why not? With one pointed focusedness, can you do so many?
I think it'll be difficult.
There you go.
So when we first rehearsed for this class, you didn't think you were going to be funny. I think you're quite humorous.
Well, the questions are allowing me to be humorous, if I can say that.
That's quite nice. Can you describe to the class how would Puva be seeing you? How do you look like?
We had the same question. And I think Crystal answered that we do not have a form. But how Puva sees me is she sees me as someone wearing a headgear, like a hat. But as far as we are all concerned, we are entities without a body.
Even when you were in Egypt,
Oh, in Egypt, of course, we were dressed. We had most marvelous clothes to wear, of course, we had. We had jewels, we had... Puva would see me as just an everyday Egyptian. Like I said, we were all equal. So yeah, it's not as, she does not see me as a separate, like, no.
in the pyramids, I think they drew you like a bird with a headdress, with a bird.
Yep, that's what she's saying, yes. Just the prominent features.
Well, why did you choose to look like that?
Because to take on forms, not only as human, but as an animal, shows that we are multidimensional. That our spirit evolves not only in one way, but we have animal forms. We have characteristics that are similar to animals, because remember, animals are part of our culture too. We had ox, we had eagles, we had hawks, we had beautiful animals that roamed around our lands. So even now, all of you have dimensions of animals, and if you could tap into your animal energy, you could then see how you could integrate both to get, well, in your sense, optimal performance. So I achieved optimal performance because that was my animal.
Do you mind sharing with each of the class students here what is their animal so that they could achieve their optimal?
Sure. But I have a question. How many of them are well versed in the animals that roamed in Egypt?
Not many.
Because in Egypt, we were closely aligned to our afterworld as well. So we accepted ancient mythical creatures as part of our culture. Are they willing to accept that?
Yes, thumbs up.
Andrea, you're a ram.
Thank you.
Maybelline, you're a parrot. Tess? You are a winged animal that's, I'm trying to find something relevant where you could picture. A dragonfly, like a winged insect dragonfly. Do you know what is that, Tess?
Yes.
Now, Chongsun, you know you were Tut.
Yes.
As such, you would know his mythical animal if you dig deep into his history. I leave that as homework for you. Priya, you were a ladybug. Now, mind you, I'm saying this in the most easiest way that you could relate to. So does all of this make sense?
Hey, don't forget Crystal, me, and Pooba.
Marriott came first to me though.
Yes, Merit.
Marriott. She's a snake. Teresa, you are also a serpent. Crystal, your animal is the horse. Hang, he is a ram. Hoover, her animal is a dragonfly.
What about Angelica?
Angelica, her animal is a serpent too.
Thank you, Thoth. So how do we use that to bring out our optimal performance?
Think about the animal and let it speak to you. Imagine if you had that little creature in front of you. It will send you messages.
Are they little or big?
I've said them in the sciences. I've put them in, imagine them as what they would be if it was a ladybird, how big a ladybird would be. Imagine them as what they are. For a serpent, you could imagine them to be a rattlesnake or a cobra, whatever that comes to you instinctively when you think of that particular animal. Does it make sense?
Yep. Thank you, Thoth. That was very insightful. Do you carry an emerald tablet everywhere in Egypt?
Yes.
What do you light in there?
So we have the most important thing that we write is gratitude. We have dates of the days that we connect. It's an almanac that connects us to our most powerful selves on that days. The tablet is our individual almanac.
Thank you. We may revisit this next week for our second class because time's up.
Sure, we all always have this conversation.
Thank you, Thoth. It's been such a pleasure having you here. I'm just going to close the circle and have a chit chat with the group. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
So, Uva and Crystal, thank you so much for all your hard work. How you're doing? Was the energy very strong? Yeah, I feel the energy coming
Perfect.
very strong. How are you coping,
Mm,
Uva?
mm.
Did you enjoy that session? Y'all can speak now. The Thoth has left. Oh no, he's still around, but I haven't closed the circle. But the channelers are just being themselves right now.
I have switch off this aircon. It's killing me.
Okay,
No,
sorry, I'm just going to turn off the aircon. But do you have any questions? Any clarifying questions? Don't be shy. We're all classmates. We're all in this together. No questions? Okay, lovely. So I'm just going to close the circle. I want to thank you all so much for staying, and I do apologize. I was too carried away because it was so fun. I didn't check the time, so I do apologize. We thank everybody for being here, sharing your energy, sharing your thoughts and intention. We thank the channelers for doing such an amazing job. It wasn't the easiest job, but they were willing to do this for all of us. So thank you very much, channelers. So close our eyes, breathing in, breathing out. Sending love to the people on your left, receiving love on your right. Creating the vortex of love, sending this love to the universe, to the galaxy. Sending love on your right, receiving them on your left. Creating this vortex of love. I want to thank all the beings for being here, Isis, Thoth, the boatmen, the channelers, and all of you being here in your essence, in your love, in your well intention. I want to thank Violet Ray for creating the setting. I now declare the circle closed. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
So have a wonderful night. Remember all those things that were taught by Isis and Thoth. Chongsun is helping us to look at the recording. We may edit some stuff before we send it out and share it with all of you. But I want to thank all of you for being here with your clear intention. Remember, everything's all about your intention, right?
Yeah, I saw someone writing notes they can share.
Yeah,
Your notes.
Maybelline, yeah, if you shared something, because after all, in the Egypt civilization, it's always about sharing and elevating everybody. So
I will forget what I said.
yeah, because the channelers themselves, they are knocked out. They have no idea what they said actually.
I
So
remember, yeah.
thank you. So thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful
Thank you so
night.
much,
Sleep
everyone.
well. And thank you. Thank you, Chongsu, for waking up so early.